It's nice to have a game where the result just doesn't matter at all every once in a while, and that's what this game was. Still, it was a bit disappointing that they couldn't get McKinnon to 100, but oh well. Avs lose to the San Jose Sharks 5-2.
Como has a breakaway.
Dallas had won their game before this game even began, so there really was absolutely nothing to gain from this game for the Avs. They were locked into that second wildcard spot. And of course I want to see them win because I'm a silly fan, but when they lost, it didn't hurt nearly as much as pretty much any other loss this season did. The Sharks weren't exactly going flat out either, so I'm really not going to take much out of this game. There are still plenty of fun highlights to look at though, starting with Tyson Jost just 3 minutes in. Girard and Jost with a bit of a give and go here to allow Girard to do his spinny thing up at the blue line. From there, he's going to attempt a shot from roughly the center of the blue line that gets blocked, but it squirts free, and you can see Jost a very quick reaction to this to circle back and get the puck. He also attempts a shot that gets blocked. Again, gets lucky, comes right back to him, and on the third shot attempt here, Jost finds a way through, and it goes to the back of the net. It's a nice cap off to the season for Jost. He really has played significantly better since that stint in the AHL that he had in January and early February. I personally thought Jost had always been of NHL caliber, although he was significantly lower down the ranks in the early parts of this season. Now it's pretty clear that he deserves to be in the NHL full-time with what he's doing on the last third. And that's good. That's exactly what we want to see from our young guys. Progress. From there, the game pretty quickly fell apart on the Avs because of half-hearted D and half-hearted play from Varley. Avs lose a face-off. It comes back to Burns, who's just going to throw a wrist shot towards the net. It looks like this might get tipped, but it got credited to Burns, so somehow Varley missed it. A few minutes later, the Avs lose another face-off in their own zone, and the Sharks make a nice little passing play to get the puck deep with space for Tierney. Tierney brings it around on the far side of the net here and tries to stuff it home, and you're going to see the Avs just struggle with position out in front again. Kane's going to get full position on Soderberg here. Both Barrie and Zadorov are committed to Tierney and not close enough to do anything about Kane, so when the rebound comes out from this shot, Kane is right there to put it back and through Varley. For such a half-hearted game, there were a lot of the same problems for the Avs: questionable goaltending, weak defense, and they even missed a good 2 or 3 open nets on the offensive side too. Don't want to make a deal out of it, just thought it was funny. The Avs would tie it up early in the second period because Nathan MacKinnon decided that he wanted to. Mac's going to find the puck rebounding off of a player here to start the breakout and hit Landy as they get into the neutral zone. Credit to Landy here. This is a fantastic play, waiting till just the right moment, coming up the outside to feed it back to Mac. Mac is able to create separation here, and once he's gone, it's MacKinnon. He's just gone. MacKinnon does this very well, coming in on the entry with Burns closing the gap. He pulls it to his backhand and holds it there until Burns takes a swing with his stick. Once that swing rebounds off of his shin, you can see he now has the space to drag it back to his forehand, which he does, and he beats Jones clean glove side. Point number 99 on the season for MacKinnon. Unfortunately, that would be the number he would cap out at, but a play like that is a nice one to finish on. The kid is absolutely an all-world talent. And the best part is, he's still only 23. The list of players younger than him on the Avs roster is Kamenev, Jost, and Girard. That's it. MacKinnon likely has another decade of offensive dominance ahead of him. Don't worry too much about 100, Mac. You'll get there. And from there, the Sharks kind of just took over the game. Turns out they're a lot deeper than the Avs in a game where defense is optional and you're looking at skill top to bottom, which isn't that surprising. This goal is just an absolute meme. Thornton's just going to carry this puck into the offensive zone and eventually try and hit LeBanc in the middle. As he tries to make the pass here, it's going to deflect off of multiple things, ping around, and end up bouncing towards the net and past Varley. You really couldn't predict what was going to happen there. If there was ever a game to give up a goal like that one that doesn't matter at all, probably a good choice at least. The third period was fun, watching the Avs just constantly try and feed MacKinnon to get that 100 points. He had a couple of really good looks too. He just couldn't quite get it in the back of the net, unfortunately. And the Avs didn't really seem to care when they gave up another goal as well. Hurdle's going to cycle this puck in behind the net. Nemeth is actually going to be the first one to get here, and he just makes an elite deflection level pass here, kicking it right out in front for Nyquist to take and fire home alone in front of Varley. Starting to get a little bit freaky how the Avs have the same consistent issues even in the game like this, huh? All I can say is I'm glad we're not playing the Sharks in the first round. Watching the Avs overfeed McKinnon really seemed to disrupt the rest of their offense through the rest of the game, and McKinnon wasn't able to pick up that final point as the Sharks eventually dump one into the empty net to get the 5-2 final. So that game was nice. It was good and relaxing. Even though the Avs lost, we got a little bit of a rest, watched some hockey before the playoffs begin, and it's really full clinch time then. Even before that, tonight, we have the draft lottery, and the Avs are guaranteed a top 4 pick. Thing is, there's a big difference between 1 and 4, and it could be any of those. As we've reached the end of the regular season, it's a great feeling to know that this season isn't over for the Avs, and I get to continue making these videos for at least one round of the playoffs. I can't wait, and I hope you guys are along for the ride with me. That is the end of my game video review. Thank you for watching. As always, a very special thank you to all of my contributors on both PayPal and Patreon. It's been an incredible regular season, and you guys have been extremely generous through it all. I really cannot thank you guys enough. I'm Rudo3, and you guys should check out some of my prospect highlight videos up over here.
Avalanche time, come on, grab your friends. We're going to the playoffs again with Nate the dog and Gabe the big. The fun isn't over yet, it is Avalanche time.